Hey there, I'm Sarah Clark, founder of Fab Fertile, and we have Nancy Weiss here with us. Hey, Nancy.
Hey.
Hey, so we take a mind, body, spirit approach with fertility, and Nancy is in our program and she does distance Reiki, and she's also a clairvoyant. So today we are going to be she's going to be talking about oracle cards with a little side of smudging. So let's dig into what that is and what can you experience on this recording. So excited to have you here, Nancy.
Thank you so much. Hey, ladies, how are you today? I am so excited because I am going to talk a little bit about oracle cards and smudging or saging. Two things that you may kind of heard of or have never done before, or you know about it, you want to do it, but you're kind of scared or not sure what to buy or what to look for. So I'm here to help you with that today, okay? So when we talk about oracle cards, may have heard of tarot cards. So we have tarot cards and oracle cards, and you say, what the heck is the difference? Well, tarot cards are a structured type of deck of cards. So tarot cards generally all follow the same type of suits. They have either wands, cups, pentacles. They have a minor arcana suit of these wands, cups, pentacles, and a major arcana. So we'll have things like the magician, the hanged man, the chariot, and things like that. So you may have seen these. This is the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck. So tarot cards are, again, a traditional structure of cards. And to me, they are more factual. So when you're asking a question, they may come out as very factual about things, okay? So if we take oracle cards, and I have a couple of decks here, oracle cards are a structure based on the artist, on what the artist wants. There could be 30 cards, there could be 70 cards in a deck. But oracle cards are more about the emotion and energy around an experience or what you're experiencing right now, in the past, present, or future. And there are so many oracle cards to choose from. They are definitely gentler. So I would say they're gentler than a tarot deck. And not as scary. Sometimes, I mean, if you don't know tarot, they can seem scary from the outside with different cards like the death card and things like that, which doesn't really mean death. But these oracle cards definitely help bring more about emotions, the emotions and the energy around how you're feeling or what you need to bring into your life. Okay. So I need to be like an octopus and have more hands so I could show you more depths. So I'll show you 3 decks that I use and then just explain a little bit more about them. So the one set that I use is the Healing with Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue.
Nice.
Is one of my favorite, and they are just really sweet cards like Divine Guidance and Retreat. So you can see kind of what these are saying. And a lot of them they'll tell you on the bottom exactly what they mean. This one is power. And so each of these cards has a specific meaning that the author and artist has determined it to be, but also you're encouraged to find your own meaning in the card that comes up. So that's one deck. A lot of my cards are based on the moon because I am a moon follower. That is a big part of my life, following the moon phases. So this one is called the Moon Deck. I love this one for my clients. So much fun. And these have all different things. So this one says, movement awakens my creative spirit. Let's pick another one. I love this one. This one comes up for clients all the time. This courage and power. I am courageous, steady, and strong. So you can see these messages are just really about boosting you and helping you kind of figure out situations, or just giving you that positive message that you need to hear. Let's see. I have another one called Moonology.
Okay.
This is a great one too, by Yasmin Boland. And this one is really based on the moon phases itself. This one says, a personal issue reaches resolution. So you're really seeing each author is going to have so many different messages built into these cards. So when it comes to buying a deck, you can buy online, or you can go to a metaphysical store and look at their oracle cards. And you can try, a lot of them have where you can flip through them and see the specific cards. This is really about choosing what feels good to you. Just like you would choose a piece of jewelry or a piece of clothing. You're like, you know what? I like it. This feels good to me. And that's, you want to follow that gut. You want to follow that intuition in choosing that deck for yourself. Some people choose on the artistry. There are absolutely cards that are absolutely beautiful with artistry, especially this moon deck. And it comes with a little booklet that's going to explain to you what each card means. And some even have a little bit ritual that you can kind of do for it, and depending on what you need. So taking these cards, now you have these cards and you're like, okay, what am I doing? How do I use them? The first thing I like to do with a deck is to energetically cleanse it. So I will take the deck in my hands. I will shuffle them. You could shuffle them any way you like. I mean, I shuffle them like playing cards, and just really holding them, flipping through them, looking at each one, and just spending time holding the deck into your hands and, you know, asking, I wish for any energies that are not my own to leave this deck. May this deck give me may this deck provide me with information for my highest good. Anything that you would like to say, I kind of just, it's like off the cuff when I do it. So it's not something I have memorized, but I really just sit down, sit quietly, and do that. Or I will take a bit of sage smoke and I'll get to sage in a minute, and kind of just wave it around there and just releasing it from any energies that are not your own, and just really putting in your positive vibes, your good vibes into that deck. So this is great. After you can be doing a meditation, or maybe, you know, you're not doing a meditation, or you're just kind of like feeling like you need a little bit of oomph, you need a little bit of support. And you can just take your deck, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Okay. That's the best thing to do, is to really ground and center yourself so that you're not thinking about all different types of things, and ask the cards a question. And one of the questions I like to always ask is, what do I need to know most right now? What can I do to what will serve me the best right now? And you can choose a single card, you can choose 3 cards, you can follow the booklet along that came with the deck, and many of them will give you spreads, so you can start doing multiple cards. But really, even just pulling 1 or 2 cards, I especially love doing that once a month or twice a month on the new moon and the full moon. Those are great. That's a great cycle in the month to acknowledge beginnings and endings. And so pulling cards on those days, I feel, is especially powerful to get, hey, what do I need to know this month? What is coming up for me in the next 2 weeks? What do I need to know about my fertility journey? What do I need to remember most about myself? Where do I need help? And so taking that in and really using the cards messages. And what I feel is the cards messages, it's not just you pulling a random card and a card just telling you. It's really feels like it's your higher self. It's your higher self letting you know, as if you were looking, you're your most wisest person, looking at yourself from the outside, saying, hey, Nancy, this is what you really need for yourself right now. So it's using your higher self. It's using the universe. It's using that energy to really get that message that you need. And what's funny is that you'll see, once you start using cards a lot, and tarot cards too, you may not like what they have to say all the time. You may not like the messages. You may get like a hard truth. And so you'll reshuffle your deck, you'll shuffle it a few times, and you'll get the same exact card. And when that starts happening, you really start to see it like, oh my goodness, this is real. This is real. Your higher self, the universe, knows what you need to know. So use the cards. They are super helpful. Okay. So that was a little bit about oracle cards. And now I'd like to tell you, I talked about smudging or saging and using that to cleanse your energy. So you may have heard of sage before or seen sage, maybe even used it yourself. Smoke has been used for thousands and thousands of years in spiritual ceremonies and religious ceremonies, from the Catholic Church using a burning palm during specific times of year, to the Native Americans using smoke with each other and to protect and cleanse things. So smoke is also partly, it's kind of like part spirit. It's this beautiful thing that smoke comes off and then it disappears. And so it's kind of represents to that other side of the veil. So there's something really unique and special and ceremonial about sage and smoke and things like that. So there's different things that you can burn. You have sage, and sage is one of the more popular ones. This can be used to remove all energies. So good and bad energies, where you're just kind of like giving, like as if you're washing something, you're taking everything out. You can burn this around yourself. So you light it, you blow it out. I'm not going to do it here right now. And then you could wave it around. I like waving it around myself, and you could wave it around your home. So this is another great thing to do once a month, like on the full moon or the new moon, where you're just cleansing your space, cleansing the energetic space for yourself. Especially if you've had an argument or things aren't, things maybe just kind of feel stuck. This is a great way of using that smoke to cleanse your space. And you'll see it's really refreshing once you do it, especially if you open up the windows and doors and just kind of sage your entire house from room to room in every corner. So that is a great one to use. So that's sage. And these can be also used for cleansing crystals and cards, where you just kind of take that sage smoke and you just wave it around your cards or your crystals. Awesome to do that with. Another choice is Palo Santo, which is a wooden stick that comes from a tree, is a tree that falls and then these dry out. And it's the same thing. You're lighting the tip, letting it burn a little bit, then blowing it out, and then the smoke comes out. And Palo Santo is good for getting rid of bad energies or kind of stuck energy, and bringing in good energy. So that is another option as well. And you'll see they all have these beautiful scents to them. So you'll see which one you like best. And then one other option is sweetgrass, braided sweetgrass. And this has a really unique and beautiful scent to it. And this is another one. It's really about bringing in these good energies. So again, taking it, blowing out, you can bring it around the room. You can sage yourself, which I like to do all the time. I did before my video today here. And that is smudging or saging. So again, if you're feeling like you need to just kind of like get some new energy, kind of freshen things up, that is a great thing to do. So that was Oracle cards and smudging today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Nancy. That was great. And definitely you can check out the Fab Fertile support group on Facebook for more support and information to help you on your fertility journey. And thanks again, Nancy.